All right, we're live. What's going on? Hey, we got a new member. Awesome. Thank you.
Your
How's
most
everyone doing?
important, handsome, intelligent, largest member. That's the way you. I want when I am here because I'm on a screen. When I'm here as a member, you need to introduce me with the respect I deserve.
We're,
So
we got
my
tools.
pronouns are Your Majesty, the Great One, or the greatest ever. Any of those will work.
Many of them, huh?
Yeah.
If I had the bomb, we'd be hitting it. What's going on, Renegade? We got Texas Southpaw. Shout out to the members. We got George Ordway, Ken C, Lost in Smoke, The One, Robert G, Sayer Mobile Diesel, Joshua Wilson, Texas Southpaw, and Kansas Tools. They are all our beloved members. And our latest and controversially the greatest Tools with Souls.
How can it be controversial? We are officially in Makita month. Makita Pride.
Joshua is a master. He doesn't need a standing ovation. Good thing we're already standing up.
That's right.
Well,
That's
you were
right.
sitting down. I don't know what happened.
I'm
Thank
too
you,
fat
sir.
to stand.
What's his name? What's up, Jeremy? We got Texas Southpaw. I feel like we're Texas system. Yeah, yeah. We had to get wire nuts. We didn't need wire nuts.
George Ordway is here.
Awesome.
Ordway. I can't keep
Ordway.
throwing it A in there.
Ordway. All right. So what we're gonna do now that we've addressed everybody, I'm going to turn on this YouTube so I can keep up with the chat.
By the way, guys, stick around for a little bit. I've got some amazing deals you're definitely going to want to pay attention to.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta give my own ad. There we go. Okay, so this is what we got. What is wrong with me, dude? Why am I watching last week's stream? Like, I don't understand. It's literally, I click on this live and then it puts on, I don't want to talk about it. We're good. Okay, I can keep up with the chat now. Here's what we got. We got a dimmer. The light's not installed right now. We might do that later. We'll see. We got two dimmers. These lights are older, and when you dim them, they tend to flicker. Sometimes dimmers do that. There's nothing we can do about it. It's going to be the light bulb. That's the issue. We're going to switch these with standard switches. This is a three-way switch, which means we can control it in multiple locations.
Hey.
We're going to be replacing this. What's up?
Camera.
Camera.
Think about the camera.
Camera.
You just showed us a great view of the wall.
Okay, hang on. That's probably fair. Let me see. It does actually check out.
Thank you for your approval. Putting closet doors in, but I'm listening. Is that for the Makita guys? Is that what you're putting the closet doors in for?
All right. Does that look good, or do we need to go to the other camera? Let's see. This one?
No, it looks great.
That might be better. All right. So this is what we got. Oh, yeah. You guys got a good view now. Three-way switch getting replaced here. Dimmer's going. This wire here is something that we roughed in earlier. We've got a plug down here on the floor there. So that's what that wire is going to. And before we turn off any power, we actually need to do a little bit of tracing to figure out where our constant hot is, because the way switches work, you have a hot on one side, and when you throw the switch, you're closing this down onto the other lug. So We got a constant hot here, and then your load is what you call the switch leg. So in this case, we need 3 constant hots, and we need 3 switch legs. This is all the same circuit, so all the neutrals are going to make up together. Same with the grounds. And we're going to tie this wire to a constant hot. We're going to make this on the same circuit as well. So we're actually going to have four constant hots, essentially, in here. 5, including the one that we're going to use. But you get it. 3 constant hots for each switch.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, I just want to let you know I did a Makita video for today in honor of Pride Month.
Nice. I feel like this camera is actually closer because you guys a little bit better. Okay. You give me too many options to choose from. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that is better. We just got to make sure we center it for YouTube.
All month, I want you guys to hit me with the hashtag Makita Pride.
Right about there, right? I'm going to lock it down so I can't swivel it anymore.
B-Dub says center it, sucker.
Yeah, it's centered now, I think.
All right.
This camera's actually off at an angle right now. It's actually like this and not flat, but that's okay.
B-Dub.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to take these out.
Said he centered it for you.
We're going to be using a special gift from Joshua Wilson here. This is the WIA.
We can't see.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
And hopefully my hands don't get in the way too much.
You need one of those chest cameras.
Ha 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 ha.
Just saying, if you used an impact, you'd be done by now.
So if I use an impact, this flathead screw would be history.
You do know that you can replace those with like good screws too.
Yeah, maybe. What I'm going to do for safety, just because we got a lot going on here, we're actually going to start by what we know. And what we know is that we don't need these. So we are actually going to take this off and get it out of our way.
All right. Now, can I ask, why wouldn't you just cut them? There you go.
I don't want to cut them.
All right. I thought that's why they gave you 6 inches.
Yeah.
So that you.
So what's interesting, right? This is probably still energized because you'll see here. See, the switch is actually on. If we turn the switch off, is it dead?
Southpaw, does your wife make shirts? I need somebody that's willing to profit off of me and give me a small commission.
My neighbor.
That's what you said, but then you didn't talk to him.
You said you didn't want to have the stock and all that stuff. I said, send me some shirts and I'll get it going. Maybe. Don't you remember when I said maybe?
Yeah. Did
I know
you
you
talk
remember
to her about it? Or did she just say, hey, I want to get rid of this machine, and you said, oh, maybe I can come up with a business idea for you?
She might already be done with the machine. I got to find out if she still has it. All right, so we know this is going to be the constant hot because it's going down to this switch here. And it's just obvious from an electrician standpoint, but I'll show you how to figure that out if you're unsure. But from an obvious standpoint, we've got kind of a common point here. So we know the electricity was feeding this switch because
Sweet South.
Yeah. That's how we know. Yeah.
All right.
Got it?
Sure.
This is actually okay, no it's not.
Be honest. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd have already been cutting.
I gotta be honest with you. This kind of looks like a 4-way switch.
Yeah. Well, it's been a great stream, guys. He's figured out that he's in over his head. He's going to call in a 13-year-old to come fix the problem.
Calling a number one air. So a three-way
you did
switch
start
has
late.
three
I bet
screws on it.
Okay.
Three-way switch, three screws, brass,
Yeah.
2 hots, and a ground.
Yeah.
This is an older style. This has 3 screws in it. But what the heck is that on the back? That must be another hot. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And we got enough wire here to where I think I can start cutting.
Mr. Walton, do wire nuts work better than Wagos? They both work. I prefer wire nuts.
And that white is not going to be a neutral. Ooh, she's stuck. All right. Moving on to the ground here. Now, what's interesting about these, right? Some of these dimmers actually require a neutral to work, and occupancy sensors certainly do. And if you don't have a neutral in your box, contractors will hook them to the ground to make them work. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like a great idea until you realize that you wind up with, like, you know, let's just say a fifth. It's really a tenth. Let's just say it's a fifth of an amp, okay, on your wire. Let's say you're in an office building and you have 20 of these. You just introduced one whole amp on the ground circuit or on the ground wire. So be mindful of that. That's why the newer codes require a neutral at every switch, unless you have pipe. If you got a means to get the wire to the switch box, you do not have to pull it. But if you're running MC, you can't just run 112.2 anymore, because that's only 2 wires. You got a hot, you got a switch leg, and then you're lacking your neutral.
Ken C wants to know if you're supposed to wear an anti-static wrist strap when doing this.
No, not this. But what we should do, we should cut this for safety. That would be more for, like, sensitive electronics. Anti-static wrist strap is actually the last thing you want to wear while you do this. I'll actually show you guys something cool here in a second. If you promise not to tell. Promise not to tell anybody.
I see something cool going on in that box.
This is going to be the constant hot. I'm pretty certain, because you got all these wires coming to that one point there.
So you already shut off the electric going in?
No, not yet, because I need to verify where the power is coming from before I turn off the electricity. Because once power's off, you don't know what you're going to be hooking up to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah. So we're going to do a little bit of tracing here and show you guys how to find out what's what as well. But just from experience, I already kind of can gander that this is going to be my constant hot here.
There you go.
That is not the hot. What the heck is that?
Separate the wires. You can use the Klein toner.
Hang on. Okay, this wire's hot here.
Southpaw, I just want you to know, if you do find one of those shirts, I actually have a design in mind that I think will work. It's very simplistic.
So this wires are hot here. And I'm trying to think, this must be, oh, I know what this is. This is going to be the wire coming down what could have been the fan and the light individually. That's the way they did that. So what they had here, they ran 2 Romexes down because they didn't run 12.3 or 14.3, which would be 2 hots, a neutral, and a ground, right? What they did was they ran 2 Romexes total. So we winded up with 2 blacks, 2 whites, which they tied together because that was a neutral. And one of these is for the fan, one of these is for the light. And then this was a jumper to each switch. One was for because they had 2 switches here at one point. So these are actually switch legs. And you can't figure all that out with the power off.
Right.
I know what, OSHA and safety and all that says, but if you're going to be a service tech, you're not going to be a very good one with the power off. That's all I can tell you. If you're uncomfortable with it, it is what it is, but it's really hard to do this. We could have turned the power off, disconnected all this. You still got to get in contact with the voltage to verify it's off. But it's a lot quicker to kind of figure out what you're doing and get your bearings. No, can't come in here. We need.
Just so you guys know, I
Nope,
was going to replace the ceiling fan in my living room with a new style dome light. And I was going to race him to see which one of us could get it done faster.
So we know this is our hot. We know this is our fan.
You're good, Jamie.
Is there any chat I need to catch up with?
Nope.
Okay.
That looks like the box I leave every time I install a smart switch for someone.
Yeah.
It's got the required 18 inches of additional wire in the box.
I bet Joshua wants us to do a box fill on this. We can do that here in a minute. So we need to figure out which one goes to what part of our switch, because we have a 3-way on the other side of the room here.
Oh, I've been in there.
So these are associated with something. We're going to trace that out too. Fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah. These all went to that one 3-way, and there's 4 wires on it, which is honestly a little bit confusing. But I'm thinking 2 are going to be for the switch leg for the fan and the light to turn it off in any position. 1 is going to be for a constant hot. But in this case, I have to explain to you how a switch leg works. A 3-way works. The black screw gets either the power coming in or it gets the load. So what this tells me just by looking at this, I already know that one of these wires is actually the load and the constant hot is actually coming in on the other 3-way.
Uh-huh.
That's what I think. We're going to find out the hard way. So these are switched. That's probably another traveler. So this goes together. This is a traveler. And that's something. Could even be a plug. You never know until you get into it.
Sure. I got to kill a spider real quick.
Okay. I want to hear him smash. Got him.
It didn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Now, we could have just replaced this as is, but then you guys wouldn't know how to figure out what's what. So we purposely did this to ourselves.
Oh. I'll tell you what. First of all, I was the only man to show up for a 3-way. And then I ended up doing it to myself. So I'm right there with you. I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, of course. We're going to tie in the neutrals first.
Can't wait for
get them out of the way.
And the load T-shirts. Oh, that'd be funny. You got to fill the box too. Don't forget, you got to fill the box.
Got to fill the box.
So when he's done doing this, I'll show you guys not only the deals, but the one T-shirt design that I had in mind.
You could probably go ahead and show them.
I can't. I don't want to interrupt your work here.
Oh. Just going to kind of wrap this around here just to get some extra length. We're going to figure out where we're going to wire this into. And we're going to leave it long like this. That way we can make sure we get a joint on here, because whoever the heck put this in.
I like that shirt idea.
I don't even know if a wire nut's going to fit on this, man. I'm going to have to go get a blue wire nut.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is it big enough?
We're going to find out.
All right.
So far, I'm not liking the way that's rolling in there. Nope.
I'm gonna guess. I have a guess as to what's going on here.
Yeah.
And it's user error. Come on.
I've never opened this up.
Roll that beautiful wire footage. Let's go.
We can try that. Let's see. Cut it flush. And I'm pretty sure this wire nut is going to be too small.
Oh no, it fits in the hole, so it's the perfect size. That's what my ex-wife told me.
That's not that wire nut's not going to work, guys. Hang on.
By the way, guys, the facial hair hasn't started to aggravate my wife yet, so we'll have to deal with it longer. We've reached that point in our relationship where we just try to aggravate one another. The devil? How did I get away from YouTube?
You know what? We might just have to Wago it together. Who's ever got a wire nut?
All right.
I don't have a 3M. If I don't have a 3M, I'm not comfortable using it.
I like that shirt, Rodney. Blue is for like 6 number 10s. Yeah, it's perfect size.
We do have a 3M with the skirt.
Oh, well then. Use an ideal twister. I used a titty twister once.
I don't have my ideal twister on me.
Well,
nice.
It'd be weird if you did.
Nice. That'll work. But you know, I do have on me. I have my gold cloth. Can't leave home without the Volt Claw. Oh wait, we're already home.
I had to say I became a member of this weirdo's channel today.
Yeah.
He's talking about nuts. He's talking about loads.
You know you like it.
I mean, it's definitely interesting. There goes another demonetization. A titty twister is worse than a Texas tornado. Yes, but have you ever had a Texas titty twister? That's the question.
But it's, yeah, we just leave it at that. Yeah, one of those. All right, I think we're going to go grab the circuit tracer. Put it on there. We don't really need to turn off the power because we know the power's here. Just for fun, after we're done here, or right before we hook up the last little bit, we'll go ahead and turn off the power and we'll trace the circuit properly. But I think for now, we're going to get our toner. We got some good grounds to use, and we'll show you to use the toner at the same time. Because we have our circuit tracer right here. But we don't need the power off right now. So let me go get my tracer.
Perfect. Dongles. That man loves to say dongles, by the way. It's no joke. He dongles it all over the place. I think it's because he got dongled as a kid. Are you guys watching this? Is there anything worse than a purple nurple? Yes. Circuit tracer. Yeah, whiteboard. Hello, old Panther. How you doing? Glad to see you here again. I don't know. He just left me here. I can't even show you guys the deals while he's out of the room.
I can. I sure can.
All right. Well, let me present.
All right, we'll let you present.
While you're getting ready there.
All right. You ready? Are you ready?
Anytime, sir? Yep.
Okay. Oh, right. Dang. I was looking at my other phone. You need to present on this one.
I did give you I sent you the thing. It's in the back. It's waiting for you.
Yeah, hang on. Hooked on the tripod right now. Yeah.
You guys are gonna thank me for this one, I think.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
you sellers out there, you're gonna really like this.
Yes.
Nice ring light, dude.
Yeah. I'm actually not seeing how to share this on here. Start? Nope.
You know how you added me earlier?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
that.
Okay. Then I did see it. Okay. I was just making sure because I saw. It looked like two of you.
There you go. Perfect. So now I can come up here. The first one I'm going to show you guys is really good. So check this out. It's the Bosch Pro Factor half-inch impact wrench for $199. But when you get it, there's an 8 amp hour starter kit with it. So the Bosch one of the top performers according to Torque Test Channel, $199. You can definitely resell that. Battery's worth $199 with the charger. The next one up, look at this. The Bosch 18 volt recip saw for $99. You get a 2-pack of 4 amp hour batteries with it. How do you guys not see it? And why is it stuck there?
I didn't do it this time.
All right, hold on.
This time I didn't do it.
It just kind of stuck on that one screen. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to bring them down. I'll just do it separate. So here, I'm gonna send you the thing again. Share screen. Window.
You ready?
Just sent it to you.
Okay, I see it.
Sorry. No, I didn't share the wrong window. So look at that. So there's your Bosch Pro Factor. And then over here on the side, right there, you get the 8 amp hour starter kit with it. So $199 for the Pro Factor impact wrench, and then a free 8 amp hour battery and charger. And
that's pretty awesome.
That's my awesome otter. Now this is the killer one. There you go. $99 Bosch recip saw, 2 4 amp hour batteries with it. So another awesome deal. While we're there.
You're right. That is awesome.
Now hold on. For a shirt idea, We're going to do one last one. We're going to show you this. And there you guys see it right there on the side is the Miss Kita Belky shirt. Blow 'em like you know 'em. I think this is the kind of the design that I want to go with. Has the Miss Kita on the shaft of the blower.
That's adequate.
And then a little splooge coming out there.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'm glad you used a technical term there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
let me know if you guys like that shirt design because I dig it. Back to our regular scheduled program.
Regular schedule program. Let's go. All right, let me recenter right here. do you see how good these work, man? They are really, really good. I really, really like these. What are they? These are the something J. The J2158CRs.
Need a Team Belky shirt? See what we can do. I got to get merch up. That's first order. I just don't know if anybody would buy these shirts because I don't want to go through the hassle of setting stuff up.
Yeah.
And then nobody buying it because then I'm out dough.
Here, I'll show you how to work this, right? So first off, we're gonna turn this on.
Why don't you full screen yourself there, Skippy?
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
Tramp stamp placement.
Hang on. I gotta slide this. Nope, don't know how to do that. Hang on.
Whole line
It's
of
layout, right?
Say Belky on it.
Is it layout? Oh my goodness.
Yes, if you invert the colors, it'll work on anything. I do have the ability to. I actually had it at one time full color, but when I was looking at the pricing of what they wanted for it, it was like ridiculous. I couldn't sell the shirt and make money on it.
Make sure we get centered here. Should be like right there somewhere. Perfect. Okay, now hopefully StreamYard will mute this just a little bit. All right, we're gonna turn on this toner like this.
You have your auto.
Yes, always. I believe so. You see we're on continuous. We want this thing to do this. We want it to. You'll see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna hit this button here, and you can see where it's doing this. Okay.
When your camera doesn't freeze, yeah.
Is the camera freezing?
No, you're good now.
Okay. We're gonna turn this on, and it's gonna be irritating. Maybe. Let's find out.
Ooh, Makita Teal.
So you can hear it toning. Now, the most important thing you can do with this toner is get this black wire on a true ground. Now, we have a ground, but it only goes down here to this one receptacle. So this is actually the perfect scenario because this ground here is this ground right here. And you're going to see that that's not going to help us out. So if we want to trace something, we're going to turn this down, all the way down, all the way. Okay.
What on earth happened to your voice?
It's probably trying to mute the voice. Is it better?
No.
No?
No, I couldn't lie to you.
I didn't leave and come back.
I don't know.
What's it sound like?
Are you a big fan of Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Think if Stephen Urkel were Darth Vader.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So like half Optimus, half all right.
Oh no Optimus at all. Just all bad. We can hear him, so it sounds bad. Sounds like you're in a tin can. Sounds like you got the echo of your boyfriend's booty hole going. Oh, they tone over drove the input. Yeah, probably.
We're back. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that.
I think Vader got hit in his Menards.
I know where he shops. All right, here we go. So, next, what we're going to do before we do anything, we're going to turn this all the way down. Okay? We can barely hear it. And then you want to go to the red wire. And you're actually tracing
The light.
with this light. Not the sound. Forget the sound. We're trying to trace with light. So we're going to push this up until we get the red. Now, we haven't done the right thing here. So I'm just trying to demonstrate to you what happens if we have a bad ground. So you push this up. And you see how we're still not getting the light?
Right.
You see that?
Yeah.
Watch what happens when you get a good ground. You see how it's louder?
Yes.
So we're going to push this up. Now we got our light. So without the ground, see the difference?
Uh-huh.
There's a bad ground. Here's a good ground. And the way you find a good ground, it can be anything that you know goes back to the panel that bonds to... Sorry, I was touching this and it was using me as a ground. It can be anything that
happens.
You know, it's solidly connected. If it's floating like we did displayed here, it's not going to work. You need to go to a copper pipe. You need to go to... I've used the hinge of my oven before with alligator clamp jumpers, like you would if you're an HVAC tech or something. You're just jumpering wires, you know?
Yeah.
You get them Harbor Freight for like $5. I've used an alligator clamp to the oven hinge because as in a kitchen, all these wires are completely melted. I had no good ground reference, and I wasn't able to trace, but I knew that the oven was still solidly attached, so we ended up using that. So that's the power of a good ground. So we're going to touch this back here. I'm going to turn it down one more time. Okay, we got to have the light. Now we got our light. Now we can start tracing. Now this is my thought, okay? My thought is that these are both going to the light and the fan. One is for the light, one is for the fan. I'm going to go ahead and see that right now. Let's find out. Let's find out if we're right. We need to go to our fan here. Should ring at the bulb. We might need to
going to go actual ground, not panel ground. Yes.
You could go to the panel ground. You just got to make sure that it goes back to the panel and goes solidly to ground, earth, ground, and has an actual reference back to all that stuff, not nothing that's floating. Okay, we switched our wires. Let's see what we can find here.
Joshua Wilson says, I bring my own 8 ground rod, I'm going to guess 8-foot ground rod everywhere I go and just drive it through the customer floor where I'm working. Perfect. No customer will ever get mad at you for doing that.
Yeah. We're going to try this one over here. What we're going to do.
I just put it on my pecker because it's already touching the ground.
Let's try to find this light first. That's what we're gonna do.
All right. Just tell the customers I'm well grounded. Okay. Yeah, perfect.
That's not them. That's the constant hot that we don't want to touch because it's energized. Let's see where this one goes to. We changed the tone. It's usually not a good sign when you change the tone. Huh. It's interesting. Usually when it changes the tone, it's shorted.
Yeah.
Not good. Okay, next one. Let's try this one. Nope.
Audio and video hate floaters. Reverse polarity.
Let's try that one.
This is why I can't be an electrician.
We know that one's a plug, so this is probably gonna be our wire. That's our wire there.
Okay.
So this,
if it's floating, he needs to call it one.
So that there is the wire. Right here, this goes to the square lights. Okay.
Okay.
Next, what we can do, we can actually take this hot wire and we can just touch it to things and figure out what energizes. But before we do that, let's knock a couple of more of these out. Let's see if we can find a plug.
Does your Skill 12 volt smell like natural fuel?
You know what's interesting is that this GFCI is still energized.
Yeah, I see that.
That's interesting. I thought that circuit would be off. Yeah, I better call an electrician. Exactly. Okay, it's not any of those. It's not any of those.
It's one of those.
It is going to be one of these.
Just out of curiosity here, guys, would anyone else have just started connecting stuff already?
Still in a dog toy.
Hot, don't care, just connect it.
Yeah.
Learning with Juan is here, and he says, please don't be a mechanic tactics. How you doing, Juan? It's good to see you.
What's up, Juan? Hey, hang on. We may have been connecting the wrong thing there. I think I was not paying attention very well. Yeah.
Dude.
We're going to leave this here.
Okay.
Why does that look like it might be on?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Joshua Wilson just said something about you being perfect for Pride Month. It was in Spanish, so I don't know.
Okay. We're just going to see if we hear a difference. There we go. We found it.
You can catch Tactics Show at the Chuckle Hut in Dallas next week.
Did we go there?
While he's inspecting.
That's going to go all the way down to this cord, probably.
By the way, no.
So that goes to our plugs. And we can test that. Let's turn this off because that's getting irritating.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we're just going to take this wire here and we're going to plug it into here. And don't do this at home. Well, hang on.
I said he's going to burn something. All right, Mr. Wilson.
We need to strip this hot
Don't
water.
worry, you got plenty of time, Mr. Wilson. He ain't even started to install yet.
There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and take this off, get it out of the way. And we're just going to touch these two together like this.
Okay. This is what happens.
And I heard something turn on. That is our plugs. And our air conditioner just turned on. See if we can can we get a spark on it? Yeah, there's a spark for you. So this is our plugs. So this is definitely always going to be constantly hot because that's our plugs. This is going to be constantly hot because this is our constant hot. Okay. This is going to be constant hot because this is our new plug for down there. So all these three are going to tie together 100%. And then the rest are all switches.
All right.
We think. That's a light. We're still tracing. So
yeah,
what we got to do now is make sure we know which ones are constant hot. I'll show you something interesting, though. Did you see where we made that arc?
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that, but you see where it's darker there?
Yes.
Anytime you arc a wire like that or a wire arcs itself,
cut it off.
It's a little bit of oxidation on that copper, and it no longer becomes conductive. And over time, the arcing causes heat, and the heat causes more oxidation. And then you wind up with just almost a solidly black, almost like a cancer on your wire. And it just sits there and just constantly arcs in your wall. And that's why you don't want any unused openings in your junction boxes, because it limits the oxygen amount, it limits the amount of combustion. It's a fire triangle. So, yeah. So that's our hot there. This is our plug. If we touch this here, now we can play with this. Where does that go to? Something turned on. What is that?
That was you. You got turned on.
Oh. That's also plugs. This is also plugs. My computer turned on and off for half a second. Probably not the best thing. That's why you want to trace this. But this is also a plug. So this also goes over here. So these are not all switch legs. So now we got 4 constant hots. This is lights.
Like
right
my
there.
old girlfriend. The fire triangle.
So this is going to be.
Yes, definitely.
Well, check this out. This might wind up being the black screw. We go ahead and touch this one up here to this. See what this does? Nothing. You want me to show you something interesting about this wire right here?
Okay.
If we go over here and we throw this switch on this side, which is right here, like this, one of these, we'll figure out which one. This wire is probably now going to do something because it's a traveler. So if we go back over here, we might get the lights on. Oh, yeah, dude. We know what we're talking about.
It's a first.
So, you're welcome. And this one should be off, which means this would be a traveler. Yep, that's off.
Okay.
So if we were to go back over here, now this wire's dead, right? Because we were switching which wire did what based on the position of the switch over here. So if we go back over here to this switch thing, and we turn these off or on, depending on your circumstance, you'll see that the white wire is now the power.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are our travelers. Okay. And now one of these is going to be, and we can look in here and kind of take a peek and figure it out just by looking. I can already tell that this wire here is going to be our black screw. So this is going to get a constant hot here. So now we got all these constant hots down here, just by means of elimination. This wire here is going to turn on our farthest light. Should. But it didn't. I don't know what that wire does. I don't know what that wire does.
Well, it's just like my mother-in-law then. It's there, but there's no point.
Well, yeah. Good one.
Thank you. Also, the screwdriver of choice and good ones for woodwork and maintenance around the house, etc. You know what? I get those $19 packs from Tractor Supply, and I am over the moon. I am very happy with those.
Wait. I do get a spark on that. You see that little spark there?
Uh-huh.
Can you see that spark?
No. There you go. I saw one.
Okay. This is something. I don't know what it goes to, but it goes to something.
I'll tell you what. Here's how you find out. First thing you want to do is grab the ground.
Yeah.
The second thing you want to do is lick your fingers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Actually,
when you wake up, go over to the breaker box and find out which one got tripped.
The way the orientation of this room works, this and this square light are together. These fans are by themselves. We've already turned these on a couple of times. And then it's the same thing for over there. We got two square lights. They're together on the other side. We need to figure out how to turn on those square lights. And then I would imagine, what if this was a closet light or something? Let me see. Nope, not the closet light.
Right, I can try.
I don't know what that's too.
I did do a video of him holding a flex drill up.
Okay, let's do this.
If you the Milwaukee screwdrivers also seem to be very nice. The new ones seem to be nice.
I lost the hot wire.
If I can use a power tool, I'm using a power tool.
This should be the hot wire.
Crash.
Oh, that's the hot wire. Okay.
All right.
That's also plugs.
I thought we went through this already.
We did already go through this. Thanks for reminding me, sir. I'm trying to find the square light on the other side. It's not this should be the square light on the other side.
B-Dub, you always get credit for learning what not to do here.
So weird. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to gamble on this. We're just going to tie all these together. What we know is hot. And then we're going to see what happens. We're going to leave this one last.
All right.
We're going to tie all these together.
To dial 9-1 on your phone. And then just put your finger over the one. But you got a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, Paul W. I saw that. Wonder why they would put the Klein multimeter down to $18.
Okay, we are going to verify that that is our hot.
Ooh, looking for torques.
And it is. Everything else is off. And it is. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to tie all this together and then touch to the hot.
Hey, if you're looking for quarter-inch bits, I'll tell you the one to get. Millis Construction. How you doing?
What's that, Millis?
Love to see this guy here. But check out Muller cups. They're I've been using their bits. They're amazing, just absolutely amazing. Non-impact rated, and I put them in the impact all the time and no trouble at all. The last I heard, and I got it from Milwaukee, was that Klein was leaving Home Depot. But if they're not, good.
Okay, we're just going to shove this wire nut in here.
Yeah, Muller cups.
That actually tickle a little bit.
Well,
there we go.
That's how you know you're alive. It's that funny feeling you get in your fingers. Millis, what are you working on lately?
I don't want to. There we go. What is that? This is the light. Just takes a minute to turn on.
Yep, that's what
this happened. This is the light. We knew it was. It just took a minute for it to turn on, and I wasn't holding it long enough. So all these are constantly hot. This is the light that's square. This goes to the fan. This goes to the fan. This is the light that's square. All this ties together, and now we can start wiring all this up.
Laying flooring for another couple hours. God bless you. No, Millis, I'll tell you this. I think things will be slowing down for you before too long. Not because I want them to slow down for you. What's up, John? But
I think guys like Millis will always have a job. I think Millis is job proof.
You literally only listened to like half of what I said. I'm just saying.
I'm listening.
In audio video work, we label every wire. Why not an electrical as a habit?
I'm not a fan of what joint we're making here.
I'm not a fan of what I'm saying.
You don't like it?
No.
We're gonna. No, I don't like that. We're gonna use the Waco.
All right. Juan, if you're gonna take your Cobalt back, look into the Weha. Weha screwdrivers are really good.
We're actually gonna cut all this flush.
Look, he could have done a lot of things, but he didn't. I'm here defending you, sir.
We could turn the power off now if we wanted to. But we still need to figure out one more thing. We need to figure out which one is the black screw. I'm thinking it's the power. Like we first thought. We won't actually know until we wire up the switch. Or we go take the other switch apart, which I don't think I want to do.
That's up to you, sir. I had an interesting experience today. A solar company called me and they want me to come interview for them next week.
I watch a new YouTube channel.
Maybe.
They've been stalking you. Oops.
You DIY a regular screwdriver to make it safe for panel work? Yes. Should you? You can get insulated screwdrivers for a whole pack of them for under $10. So no. I've used shrink tubing in the past. But you don't really need to. Here's a simple rule for you. Don't work on anything hot.
Right. Yeah, don't. We're actually not working on anything hot right now.
We got you.
We were testing things that are hot. It was different. We're not actually working on anything energized.
All right. We're just lying.
We were. We were testing to see what was energized, and the only way to do that is if things are
You
on.
got your hand touching the copper ground.
This is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not hearing us? I am the model of a modern major general.
Not hearing you guys. Is it me? Yeah, it must be you. You can make a jumper.
Rodney, Joshua Wilson sent your care package to my house. I have it actually sitting in my dining room, and I'm just too lazy to go to the frickin' mailbox. I just want you to know that.
The mailbox is all it takes.
Actually, no, because it's a large package, I actually have to go into the post office. And then the lady that's there, she used to date my son, so she always gives me shit-ass attitude when I go walk in. And I have to look at her and be like, yeah, I don't like him either.
Dang. There we go. A little jumper there.
I'm with you. I don't recommend anybody doing hot work.
We already tied our neutrals in. We need to make a whole bunch of grounds, but it's probably easier just to loop it, honestly.
Yep.
So there's a switch there, so we can jumper out of here for a switch. We actually don't need another jumper for this. This is why I don't like Wagos, man. Everyone says that they're more compact. I could have put all this underneath one wire nut and ran one off by now.
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
You tried.
Yeah.
You failed.
Because if I didn't, everyone's going to say, why didn't you use a Wago? Wagos are so good.
Wagos suck. I don't know if you'd like having me as your dad. That'd be... My son hated me as his father, so that ought to give you all the information you need right there. No,
this one's an actual Wago brand. Build is ideal.
No break it for you. I'll send you a can of break.
We'll do a good, healthy mix of Wagos. Get some good Wago action in here.
Which way go? Sound like somebody got a concussion when they made this thing up. Mr. Wilson, I've got to ask you a question. Break it or WD-40? Label your Lego. I stepped on a Lego once. My foot's never been the same.
This is pretty obvious what the hot is. Dude, we're going to need another. No, we're not. We're going to be okay because we can just shove the hot in there or there, and then we only need one more. Good.
I know why he likes Wago so much. He's an island guy. Wago. Wago. Wago, come in my out that says there you go. Let go my Wago.
We'll leave this one over here. That way we just plug it in.
I just say this is right now. This has got to be the most overstuffed box.
We're going to do a box fill here in a minute. I've got no say-so on the existing boxes.
There you go. Joshua Wilson telling everybody that Break It works.
Hey, Joshua Wilson, go to 314 in the code book and look up how many square inches the number 12 is. I think it's 2.25. Here's 1.25. I can't remember. Look that up and tell me. I'll tell you the cubic area of this box.
I'm just going to start an electrical channel called What Not to Do, and all I got to do is post his content.
Post my content.
I'm just going to steal it all. Be like, here's an electrician working on his home. Don't do this. That's it. Give the business.
This one right here on the bottom is what we want to plug into. So they're falling out, dude. Like, you can't tell me, man, that Legos are better. They're just not.
Yeah. No, Legos are not better.
They're not better. But we're using them.
Yeah, I don't like the box either. I don't like the way it looks. Well, I mean, it was pretty well stuffed before, and then he's added another like 6 wires to it.
All right, let's wire it up. This is a
Eaton.
single pole. Single pole goes here.
I just want you to know, I have always suspected that they told you to put 6 inches extra in there just so that when you replace your outlets later on. How he's just gonna mash them in.
No, we're gonna finesse them in. Finesse is gonna be the word of the night.
I've got to remember that because I'm going to try to finesse it into my wife later. Not a time saver. I couldn't explain everything as I went, but I think I might be done. It might be done now. All right.
There's a hot
box fill calculator.
You don't need no stinking box fill calculator.
Huh. Insert 1 pecker. There's some calculations for you.
In your case, you need 2 to completely fill it.
Look, you're the only dude I know that does 3. You can figure out top and bottom end, but can you figure out where that other one goes?
Yeah, this is a traveler. This is a traveler. This is a constant hot. This goes to the black screw. This will go over here to this one. This gets plugged into that right there, and that's our constant hot.
All right, we got a great view of the back of your hand. That's great. I just want to tell you, guys, how much I appreciate being on this side of the work, where I can just make fun of the idiot doing it.
Yeah, my wife was like, "Why don't you go switch that out? It won't take you very long." It's like, you know, I don't even know what's in this box. Remember what happened last time with the bathroom?
Yeah, but she's thinking of like a normal husband. Wouldn't take him that long. 6 months to convince him to do it, and then 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah, last time we didn't trace something on the bathroom. We found out that the bathroom was actually tied to the bedroom circuit.
Yeah, Rodney wants you to point out which little piggy went home.
Where?
Max 9 12-gauge conductors for a 4-inch box.
How many?
9.
9. We have. We have.
Gang. Hold on. I mean, you added like 7 wires now.
That doesn't really apply. Grounds count is 1. Grounds count is the largest. This is a single conductor here.
But that's a 2 gang, so he's going to check a 3. So
it's a 3 gang.
Yeah, he's checking the 3. Just be fine and chill out.
Should be 3.5.
Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You know, the opposite of what you do when your guy's with you. He breathes in through his mouth and out through his nose because his mouth is small.
Wire nuts? Well, that's special.
Hold on, Juan. He's looking something up for Cooch over here.
We are out of iron nut.
Well, I guess you're going to have to Wago it. Wago my ego.
Okay.
I got to destroy a Makita guy's feelings right here.
Get underneath that screw.
And inferior. There you go. Some Makita guy asked me about the 40-volt Makita stuff, and I said, yep, tested. And they're inferior.
It's true.
So after replacing my receptacles, the one outlet that light switch is controlled no longer needs the light switch. The switch does not cut power. Is this an issue?
It can be. Depends on what you wanted. If you like the switch feature on your receptacle, you need to do what I did here and figure out which receptacle is what wire, and then hook it up to the switch leg side of your switch. What was the other thing? So one receptacle is no longer switched, and what happens? The light stays on?
The switch does not cut the power.
Yeah, the light stays on. Yeah, that's an issue. You want to figure out which one your light goes to. And act accordingly.
Could just do what I do. Cut out the old ones and then just replace with the new ones in the exact same way. Because it worked once. It'll work again. Tactics to calculate it. Each conductor is 2.25 cubic inches.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Capacity on a 3-gang. Finding it. A lot of cables there. Yeah, that's a mess. Shaka Gillis is here with a $2 super sticker, and he said, Ryobi tools are trash.
Well, he's not wrong. He's certainly not wrong. Well, I appreciate that, Shaka. Thank you very much.
Makita tools are trash. I said it. I'm happy.
Makita tools.
I can just call the new switch a $3 wall decoration. The switch does nothing now. Tested all the outlets. Dang. I just want you guys to know. I once watched a channel called Tools and Tactics, and he said that you should never use an impact driver on an outlet.
On the terminal lugs.
But he just used an impact driver on the outlet.
Also, that guy sounds like he might be a moron, so you better be careful on. But
I mean, it could
watch.
be worse. He could not have learned how to center his camera.
That could be worse. When were you going to tell me? I thought I locked this thing down so I couldn't spin
3
it.
times.
There we go. Now we got it locked. Oh, we can go up a little bit.
Bits are all right.
There we go.
3-gang max is 55 cubic inches, so 24 is the max.
Yeah, we're good.
That's a mid torque if it's 750 foot-pounds.
So these are constant hots here. This is going to get plugged into here, which is going to turn everything on. But before we do that, I think I'm going to show you how to trace with this.
With what?
What? You can see it? This.
Oh, okay. The circuit breaker finder. All right.
Circuit breaker finder, yeah. All right.
Poor Josh. He's the man's running around doing your work. Now he's looking for Juan because Juan doesn't like to type in Lennox screwdrivers in the Lowe's home improvement app.
Dude, Josh is the GOAT when it comes to
Dr. Left Hand Thread is here. Dr. Left Hand Thread, Millis Construction. We got Joshua Wilson.
man, we got a full house
Renegade
tonight.
Garage. Man.
We're gonna see if we made this ground long enough. I don't think we did.
Kansas Tools was here earlier.
I think
he's in the
I think we were going to
you know,
does
you don't
anybody know
have
when I
to do
cut
it that
myself?
way. There's literally a on the back of that receptacle or on the back of that switch, there's a marking that tells you how much you need. Lewis Motors and Boats is here. How you doing, Lewis?
What's going on, Lewis? We are just missing
several seconds here.
Get on there. There we go.
Oh, you want insulated screwdrivers there, Juan, for woodworking? Oh. Wow. $12 for the insulator. That's not too bad. You check for spiders. Just so you guys know, this man is afraid of things that crawl.
Oh yeah, dude.
I once saw him with a bug in the room. He screamed like a little girl. No
hey,
joke.
it wasn't just a bug. The bug had a dagger.
Whereas me, you see two spiders on my wall within hand distance, and I smacked them both.
Ow!
No tissue. No
Stabbed
nothing.
my finger.
I went to him like a man.
Right in the cut.
Oh, so okay. So the new switch, this Panther again, the new switch had two screws on the top, left and right, one on the bottom, and the ground. The old switch had one screw on the top and bottom connected to the positive and negative on the right side.
I believe that's a member, man. You can send me. I think he's got my phone number anyway. Wait, who'd you say?
That's Panther.
Oh, Panther. Oh,
Panther. We'd love to answer your question, but you're not a member. No,
no, that's not what I was getting at. I'd like to see a picture of it, or we'll stop this and figure it out here in a second.
Backwoods boy, small engines is here.
What's going on? Welcome to the chaos.
Does Cobalt make insulated ones? Probably, but they'd be junk.
They are kind of junk. That is true. For the price, man, this right here.
I think he
replaced right here
with a three-way. Yeah.
This is too handy. This is seriously too handy. It's $20. It's a little bit steep. You're going to spend about, maybe if you go cheap, you might get a set for $12 for both. You get this, and you're getting a elite tool.
I'm just saying, if I could find someone cheap for $12 that would do me, I'd probably take that offer all day, as long as it's a her and was born a her.
You know what, Joshua? This screwdriver is really nice. It grabs really nicely. The shape is really nice. It feels really good. I like it.
By the way, the response smelled like capitalism, according to Panther.
The what?
Oh, you're not a member. Yeah. No joke here, Juan. If you really want a good or at least a decent pair of insulated screwdrivers, the ones from Harbor Freight are okay. Ideal makes a good pair. Klein makes a great pair. So there's your hierarchy.
Okay, here comes our three-way. That kind of happened to us, Panther, here just now. Um, our old three-way switch was like crazy
How are you doing, Backwoods?
because our old three-way looked like a four-way,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever seen that before.
The last thing you want to know, figure out, is that you're going to a three-way and find out it's four.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why we started tracing this because I was like, what in the heck? Because this is what a three-way should look like: 1, 2, 3,
You
and
don't
then
want
the
to end up
ground.
in the middle of that one.
This didn't have a ground, and it had 4 wires going onto it.
Doubled up hots.
Maybe.
Even on the other ones, as long as you have the ground, the positive, the negative all hooked up correctly, they'll work.
I mean, it can work.
It does work.
Not on a three-way. You got to make sure you get the travelers in the.
No, you just hook those in. You splice them together. You hook them into the next one.
We're thinking that this is the hot. We might have to go find the whiteboard.
Whiteboard. Paul W.'s been screaming for that whiteboard all night.
We might have to go find it.
You don't want to be the ham in the sandwich. No. Certainly not. Smells like toxic spirit.
We
Yeah.
need to charge your phone. There's no power in here.
Hey, somebody's behind on your live.
Hey, just go get the
Oh wait.
No, listen to me. Go get the EcoFlow River on top of the washer. Go get the EcoFlow River on top of the washer. And take this USB cord right here. For some reason it's in this random drawer.
I'm just going to say this. I'm going to read the response here. Let's not get into a switch leg versus a three-way switch. Tactics will understand. You sound like Darth Vader.
Again?
Yeah, Urkel. Bunch of whiteboard requests. South, the Darth Coke can.
All right, I'll leave and come back.
Now I want a ham sandwich for some reason. You poor folks are going to get to see my ugly face. Yeah, Darth Urkel.
No, you're travelers. I'm going to leave and come back. I saw like over here.
That's what happens with travelers. You leave them, and they come back. Oh, yes, Rodney. Exactly more like that. So it's me. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's SOSDD.
Camera.
It's been at it for an hour, 23 minutes. Still ain't put in the outlet yet.
Where's the trace, sir?
Curve the ground. Hi, guys. Well, I'm doing my best to keep up with your comments and whatnot while we're going through this, but old Darth Urkel's having some kind of issues, mental, most likely. And there you go. Hey, he figured it out. Talking.
Well, we knew what we were doing. We just bumped a button.
There's
Way to user error.
Joke there, Rodney. Yeah. He'll spit shine your helmet.
You know, I hate to say this out loud, but we haven't had any user errors.
I'm not sure what stream you've been part of.
No, dude, we are moving right along, tracing all this stuff out and speculating what goes to what. I didn't wire this box. I have no idea what's in here.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm going to ask the audience here. How many of you agree with him that there have been no user errors tonight?
I don't think there's been any.
Other than him starting it late. Then I don't know, like the 6 different times he thought the one line was still was like for the outlet And he kept checking the same one like 4 different times. Jamie True says, strongly disagree.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure everything works before we
Connect your hot.
yeah. So we're actually going to what are we gonna do? We're gonna run one out of here.
So only need to curve the ground, says George.
Curve the ground? Yeah, the ground's curved.
Dr. Left Hand Thread said, I am not here long enough, and I think I am user error 2.0. I did watch you throw some sparks the other day.
It happens.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the good doctor.
I know. It happens.
Yeah.
I of all people know it happens.
Well,
actually, you know what? I don't think I've ever actually wound up anything live yet. Wish I hadn't said that out loud. But... Okay, here goes nothing. Contact.
Well, through sparks.
No, it didn't stay energized. Get back in there. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. So we got the air conditioner.
I'm enjoying this. I'm watching.
We have that light over there. We should have the light behind us. It should be this light here. Oh wait, that light, the square light behind me, right there.
Yeah, that's just the way you had it laid out.
And then this should be the fan light thing.
Well, Dr. Left Hand.
And if we wired it properly, that should turn the light on.
And the other one that you didn't touch should turn.
And this should turn it off. And let's make sure that everything's connected here.
I saw the light.
Yeah. Nice. Oh gosh.
Hit the ring light. Those are there to kick.
Okay, now we could
go all the way.
We could just tighten this up and be good. What we're going to do, we're going to trace the circuit right now, like this, by plugging in down here.
All right.
What is this guy? You see the green light there?
Yes.
And we're going to turn this on.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to actually go to the panel with it on. So hang on. Actually, this might take down my internet.
I mean,
we can verify that with the circuit tracer. We're gonna find the circuit we want. Hang on.
Yeah. And I'd like to invitation.
I was pushing that in a short. Took me less than a minute.
Turn this on. Go back through. It's going to beep a couple of times, and then it's going to find the breaker.
Mr. Wilson, I strongly disagree with your sentiment there.
Seems to think it's that one.
Okay.
The problem is we're going to make sure that this is not also the living room breaker.
Okay. You don't have it written down?
Because that would be bad. So let's do this.
He fought the light went. Oh. Hey, we're getting the same view as Date gets every night.
Oh,
nothing. But my wife and I just started a new season of.
We're still here.
I
Amazing.
can't remember the show, but I'm sure she'll remind me.
Okay, Bixby, go away now.
Oh yeah, Criminal Minds.
Asking me questions.
Something or another.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you sound like a schmuck.
This is what we're gonna do. Let's find another wire now. The kids sound very happy. We're actually just gonna wire this like this. Don't do this at home.
George, that's a great name. Who here is rooting for the electricity right now? Mr. Wilson. I give great advice.
I said I was going to show you something interesting. Okay?
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm going to test touch it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. So, see here, we're not energized. Now we are. No, we're not. Now we are. No, we're not. No, we are.
Very interesting. Just so you know, you're
same thing with the pool. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why having references back to ground are so important in a pool, because the same thing applies. If you don't have a reference to ground, the pool will remain energized and not trip the breaker.
Yeah. Robert Walt once said that circuit tester is different from the Klein you showed before. Do you like that one better?
Hang on.
He said, screw you.
Hang on. I can barely hear you. I got to turn your volume up.
Oh,
you're just quiet forever now. What'd you say?
I was reading the comments. Robert Walton, who you already told to go suck an egg, said that look at your date again. That circuit tester is different from the Klein you showed before. Do you like that one better?
So the Klein one that I showed before is for non-energized circuits.
Uh-huh.
The ideal one.
Yes. That's the one he's talking about. No, the other one.
Oh, and he's asking about your Klein one?
Never mind.
I've never shown one. It's two different purposes.
The non-contact.
Oh. I've shown a different one before?
You kill me. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever made a video about anything except for this one. I might have used the Klein before. I think I was using it on the last live, but it wasn't mine. It was my buddy's.
All right. I'm just going to tell him the truth. Mr. Walton, you're better off buying the Klein.
But, yeah, this Fluke is $50. I've had it since 2010. If that answers your question, this is a fantastic tester. It starts off blue, so you know that your box might be energized, and it goes red when it finds the circuit. And there's no mistaking it. There's no beeping. There's no, I hear a noise. What is it doing? It's very certain of itself, and it's my favorite.
Yeah. Still buy the Klein.
Buy the Klein. It's what, $15?
Not even.
Oh.
You can get it in a 3-pack. You can get the breaker finder. You can get the no contact, and there's another thing in there. I want to say it's a GFCI plug tester.
Yeah.
For like $32. I bought the Fluke. It's pretty nice. $32.88. Jamie True, thank you.
For the VD2?
For the Klein.
Oh.
Rodney, if you were a member, I would have. If you were a channel member, I would have sent you the Joshua Wilson care package already. People are going to hear me say that and think I'm being like honest about it.
That's funny.
I have had the police come to my or call me or come to the house twice this week. Not for me though.
We are not even on the screw, guys. There we go. We actually might have a slight problem there. This box actually sticks out of the wall a little bit. Might need to get the multi-tool on that.
Yeah, I hate it when the box sticks out.
Yeah. Tragedy.
Yeah, that means it's just too big.
They call that never mind.
What's that one you were telling me that you do earlier today?
Something about a moose knuckle.
Fletchler?
Oh, no, we're not going to repeat that. Not on this stream.
Oh, all right. That's what it sounded like. I don't do it, so I don't know what it is.
It was FELTCH, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, don't look that up, guys.
Read this.
Our conversations get interesting.
A few more loops with that electric tape, and you'll be good.
Hey, this thing is what I like to call angry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has it been sending you the good vibrations?
It will. It will send me the best ones. I give it a chance. We're going to use our Volt Claw to do a little grabby action.
Don't read this. And then he puts Ote Mangina. Oh, don't worry about it, Rod. I don't need you to be a member. I'd rather you save your money, buddy.
Oh, I was going to mention this last channel, but I guess that ADHD spaced out. Anyone that's a military vet, as soon as they offer free subscriptions, you're covered.
3M used to be the best. Yeah.
There's a fly flying
Can you
around.
change those dimmer switches really quick for us? Hour 37, 38 minutes in. He's moving fast for an electrician.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Oh, I meant to go to Home Depot. Every time, like I did an angle grinder video today, just telling people, hey, don't let the tool do the work, right? Simple message. So many people upset because I wasn't wearing like safety goggles and do all this. And I'm just like, yeah, I was born with testicles. What do you want?
You were?
Yes. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to try to find a suit of armor to buy. And if I can't do that, then I'm going to do a video of me wearing nothing but like protective PPE and a pencil.
I cannot see the hole. I don't even know if the hole's there anymore. Where the heck?
Panther, the prostate exam is optional for the rest of us.
Is it going to be the hardest part about the install? Is that?
No, the hardest part of the install so far is watching it. I almost need riot gear just to go to Home Depot. Well, you do live in California, so that kind of checks out. I used to know a guy who used to close his eyes while welding, so I was not concerned. They changed the military deal at Home Depot. I thought they did that a year ago.
Yeah, I thought they did too.
The hardest part of the install is me. Well, you're not supposed to get that excited, Panther.
Really enjoying this live a little too much.
Sweet talk to your wife and you might do better. Ooh. Kansas Tools. Listen to this. Went to buy the Milwaukee 16-inch chainsaw today. Walked around by the new stock, kept up high, and they had 5 of the 14-inch top handles waiting to go, so he grabbed one. That's awesome. I'm looking forward.
Oh, that is awesome, dude.
There are certain channels I gave up watching. You know, I don't watch any animated characters anymore. I don't watch anybody that could be found on the yellow brick road. And Batman's best friend who got the
yellow brick road.
Yeah, who got the bat rays. I don't watch them anymore. So if they've done a top handle chainsaw review, I'm not watching it. Kansas, when you do it, let me know. I will gladly watch it. Not only watch it, but promote it for you.
Well, what more could you ask for?
Pro tip: Prince Albert's work as a great conductor for grounding rod. Okay. You mean you don't like vegans who eat cookies? Isn't cookie a euphemism for a woman's? Some of my favorite videos involve 2 women eating cookies. I'm just gonna say,
dang,
pride. I'm looking forward to it, Kansas. I used to like Menards, but their tool section, they haven't updated any of the tools. So it's all older stuff. So I just kind of been staying away from Menards because, you know, I like my tools kind of like my young, my women. I like them young.
New. Okay, fresh. New smell.
Yes.
Hang on.
If it smelled like new car smell, it wouldn't be nearly as fishy as some of the other ones.
All right, move over, Cameron. You're getting in the way.
Actually put us in a better spot. Actually, Kansas, that does work for low volt stuff.
Beautiful.
And they're all correct. You're not quite top dead center of the 2 at the top. Just saying. A friend said he doesn't like it if a woman has a fupa.
Yeah,
that's a Polish thing. I told him he wouldn't care if she put the fupa on her head. That would kind of freak me out. So I'm just saying.
Nice. What's the name of the drill bit to drill into dirt and rocks?
SDS bits?
I don't know. Concrete? SDS?
Yeah.
Auger bit, maybe. I don't know.
Rotary hammer bits. They're SDS. If you type it, SDS bits.
Settings. Camera.
What is a deal breaker? Mm-hmm. My first wife was part Polish. She was Polish, Irish, and Italian. Anybody question why she hit me with a car?
Yeah.
It's called a shovel. Tools is a vertical guy. I'm a horizontal. Hey, if you're vertical and you're tall,
Moist and dingleberry. That's great.
women drivers.
Hey, we did it.
and in record time for an electrician, hour 45.
I mean, we could have guessed what that other one wire was doing, but I really wasn't comfortable doing that. You got to know which one's your traveler, which one's your your other thing.
Are we gonna get that light installed?
You know the thing.
Yeah, the Richard Hosey's here, and he has a question for you, Fupa.
All right, we're just in time because we have the whiteboard.
Tactics,
Right now.
I have a question. If I ran 4-gauge wire in conduit with 8 wires, 4-gauge wire, what size conduit do I have to use for that?
Oh my goodness. Let me go get the code book. Hang on.
Are we gonna get that light installed? Super Fupa. You don't want a Super Fupa.
Hang on. Where is my code book?
Whiteboard Thursday.
Oh, I forgot to put the outlet in the wall.
With 13 minutes to spare. Don't count him out, Rodney.
Hang on.
Hey,
yeah.
your plug tester is still in the wall.
Hey,
Don't forget that when you're working tomorrow.
Hi, you sweet. She said, yes, I am.
Get the 2017.
I told her she's sweet. She said, yes, I am.
Yeah, my stepsister used to say that everybody loved her.
Oh.
And then I would always fall back with until they meet you.
Here.
Why are
this
you
beautiful DeWalt chair for half a second?
This is the third time tonight you have shown us your mistress.
We're back.
PVC, he says. Unfortunately, wires, switches, and wire nuts were harmed in this video. That's not all. At this point, I'll Google.
All right, we're gonna use the book. Hang on.
Okay. Let's get the book. Throw it at it.
Hang on. It says studio work in front of it. Oh, how do we do this? You know what we gotta do first before we do anything?
A drunken sailor?
Well, we could do a drunken sailor. We probably need to
Wouldn't be the first time.
you know, we're gonna do it right. We just gotta go inside.
There's his mistress again. 4 user errors just on the camera. You can fit 9 number 4s and 1.5 inch PVC schedule 40. There you go.
I bet you can fit it. But you don't need that size of ground. You want 2 hot to neutral in the ground? Because you're going for 70 amps, you get with the number 8 wire. First off, how many amps are you going for?
Richard, how many amps? I'm just going to say you're good at 2 inches for sure.
And it's conduit, so we're going to go in the 75-degree C column.
PVC, yeah.
So if he needs 85 amps as a residential, because we can take 83% of that and go lower.
He has 8 in the conduit.
8 number 4s? I thought it was 4.
You're killing me. Let me scroll back up.
He
has 4-gauge wire in conduit with 8 wires. 4-gauge. What size wire or what size conduit would I have to use for that?
Okay, I can answer that, but do you have a ground in there too, right? Because you only need one ground in the conduit. So before I answer that, you usually typically have 7 wires or you have 9 wires.
What's that? Oh, you're asking him a question. I'm reading the comments and Panther just cracked me up. So
I'm going to open up YouTube.
All right. You need 1.5 inch PVC schedule 40 for 9. Says Joshua Wilson.
Yeah.
Look at that ugly dude with his mouth open.
Look at that lady with his mouth open. Look at him. Look at him.
He's got a boogie in his nose. Probably
He
pick
probably
and
does.
flick.
Get
Pick
it.
and flick.
Joshua, hop on. Let's get a showdown versus tactics. Yeah.
Send him the link. He's
All
here.
right,
We
so-
know he's here.
If we want to figure that out, we go to the back of this book here. Joshua probably has to cheated. Cheater.
He already had his book from your grunt work earlier.
So we are going to go THWN here.
I just put up his solar.
We're at number 4, 0.0824 right there. We're going to multiply that by 8 or 9. What is that? Someone do the math on that? 0.0824.
I mean, you could just multiply it by 10 and subtract 0.0824.
Times 2. Right.
So
Hang
you
on.
get 0.742.
0.0824 times 9 equals
Never do that in public. Up to 4 S. 74.
0.416. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to and you want to get in PVC or EMT?
Eat my tank. He said PVC though.
No. Okay. Schedule 40.
Yes.
Right here. And we are looking for 0.7416. You can fit in 1.25 inches. 0.872 right there. This number is smaller than that number. So therefore,
And that's a man that knows a lot about things being smaller.
1.25 inches all day right there. 0.872. 0.7416. So 1.25 inches.
Oh, he's got 4 strings.
Ah. Oh, well then you might get yourself in trouble with well, it's number 4. That's a huge string. That's for solar?
Yeah, I mean it's
Typically your strings are what, 30 amps? 10,
Depends.
number 10.
yeah. It depends on the voltage of your panels, how much you're
That
bringing
is
down.
true. That is true. If we go here, depending on what your full load is, right? If we
I
go
can't
here,
I can't do the guesswork on it, but I'm gonna peg it right around 10 to 12 kW.
I'm gonna say right here, 7 and 9 conductors in the same raceway, current carrying, 70%. So you're going to take this number. We're allowed to use our 90° C because we're doing this calculation. Specifically says that when we do these calculations, we can go to the 90° C column. So we're going to take number 4, good for 95 amps times 0.70. What'd we say? 95
95
times
times 0.70.
0.70 equals 665. If your intended amperage is less than that, you need to move your wire size up.
And what's the next wire size up?
The next wire size up would be number 3.
There you go.
The next wire size up would be 115. 115 times 0.70 equals 80.5. Can you fit in a 3/4 though? I know it's code. I know it's not code, but we don't follow that out here.
If you ran them all separately, if you ran each line separately and parallel from one another.
What's the 510? I don't know what that is.
I believe those are 10 K dub. Did you calculate?
That's wait, is that a string would be
4-gauge wire?
Wouldn't you do multiple strings to a combiner and then combine them from that to a?
I would.
I would too. I would take your panel here with your main.
Yep.
And then you might have some circuit breakers in there, right?
Yeah.
And I'll go on the opposite end of our bus bar right there with our solar breaker. This would be our solar.
Oh my God! Somebody
Opposite
Matt
end.
has sent me an email about Belky.
Oh
my God! This is awesome.
If your panel is 200 amps here, you're going to multiply it by 120%, 1.20, and that's going to get you 40 amps for a backfed breaker.
I love it.
So if you're trying to go for a 60,
Texas man,
you're going to want to have a 225 amp bus. 225 amp bus on your panel. If you're doing a backfed breaker, multiply that by 1.20, and it should be 70, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
225 times point. Darn it, 1.20. Yeah, 270. You subtract that from your main breaker. That's going to give you your allowable breaker size here. Your main breaker being 200 amps, typically for a house. If you need more than that, what you're going to wind up doing, you're going to wind up derating your breaker. So if this is 200 here,
yeah,
I could make this bigger. I suppose. Sorry, this is 200 here. These calculations are good for 200 because you're going to be subtracting this from 200. And that's going to give you 70 there and 40 there. Now, just like we did this calculation here, you can derate this. You can turn this into a 150 amp main, and you get 50 more amps of headroom on this side. So this breaker turns into 130, which is crazy, and this turns into 90.
The control control panel that he's using will only take 4-gauge wire. Run another line.
Oh, just get you a Polaris tap. So what you want to do? Just get you one of these. This is what you should do.
Ooh, 4 on lugs, yeah.
Home Depot. Wait, I'm about to leave the live stream. I'll do that.
I'm gonna get a 400 amp panel fed by 200 amp wired in parallel. Nothing could go wrong there.
We want to go to Home Depot.
Amazon has Polaris taps in stock quicker than Home Depot or Supply House. Actually, you need to check with Green Tech. They carry those in stock anyway.
Polaris tap. Right there. Get you one of those. That's good for 14 through 1 on. You put your 4 in there, come out with your number 10 or whatever you're doing. Yep, that's what I would do.
I'm going to remain silent.
I'm trying to not dox myself. There we go. So we got those calculations in here in 705.
What's up, Panther?
We go here to 705. Sorry, 705.
all the way to the fire department shows up and says we got to let it burn.
Haha. Energy storage system here. We're interconnected. Should be bottom left. There it is, right there. So we're looking for
Richard, are you using Solar Edge?
705.12b right there, 100% of the bus bar. So there it is there.
What's that called?
What's what called?
It's what Richard just asked. What's that called?
This
Take
book.
care, Ryan. Hey, I'll
This
send you
book's
my
called-
phone number on TikTok.
Oh,
buddy.
Polaris Tap. Polaris Tap. Let me go back to it. I'll just scroll back to the live. That right there.
Richard, are you running Solar Edge? You doing Outback, or is it like an off grid that you're doing? Oh, new switch is a 3-way in the old one.
What's up?
He's looking at EG6000.
What is an EG6000? Solar Edge? I mean,
Yes.
it is.
Yes. I would.
Why did it automatically put in prober when I typed that in? It was like, oh, you're looking for a prober.
Off grid, completely off grid, so you're running battery backup. And you got the midnight, I'm sure it's midnight charge controller.
SE 6000?
Yep.
SE 6000.
He's at EG 6000, but it's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What size panel you got? Outback, yep. It makes sense if you're doing off grid. Outback's the cheapest.
Yep, that does make sense.
Midnight charge controller. Don't use it. Don't use. Outback's good for most of it, but not everything. Surge protector, or surge protector. You're going to want to go with a midnight. Charge control. You're going to want to go with midnight. I'm asking him the size of the panel he's running because I'm going to try to figure out the configuration for you real quick.
I'm trying to see. Looks like monetization is on this one. That's nice.
That's good.
That is good.
Q cell? Are you using Hanwha Q cells for your panel?
You guys are insane, man, with 24 minutes of view duration. Thanks for sticking around.
So the panels are a mix of. Are they all the same wattage?
Is that important?
Yes.
I figured it was by how you were saying it.
Especially because he's doing an off grid. He's using Solar Edge.
Yeah, you got to
optimizers.
Yep.
So yes, you gotta.
Yep. You got to charge that evenly.
Looking at the 550. Okay.
We are at 7% battery. Hang on. Okay.
B-Dub, that's interesting. Well, the reason I'm asking is for your charge controller when it's coming in, because you don't have it. I mean, you have the optimizers that lead to your inverter. Your inverter goes to your charge controller. Your charge controller goes to your batteries, back from the batteries to the charge controller to the inverter. So you're closing the loop there. The reason I asked about the panels, if they're different wattages, you're not going to get a consistent flow through the battery, and you're probably going to end up clipping the higher power ones. So just be aware of it. If you're going to do an off-grid system and really make it off-grid, make sure that your panels match.
Let's give me 20 pounds of diatomaceous earth. I will get a single tomorrow. Panther, the line feed should be coming into one switch box. First switch uses 12.3 or 14.3 to the next switch. That's 2 hot solution on the ground. The next switch has a hot screw on each side. From the second switch to the top screw to the load device screw or whatever.
Looking at 2C, okay.
Yeah, we need to the light switch, just waiting. He's still asking about the light switch. We gotta do that.
Yeah.
Next. Okay. Gotta switch it. Sorry, man.
I should start doing some solar stuff just to throw people off.
I'll make this bigger. And we're also going to
Yeah, he bought a 3-way, didn't need one yet.
get bolder. Okay. Now, what is the question exactly? He is
Okay,
good.
still the same question. Yeah, he's still here. It's
If
still
he
the
bought
same.
a 3-way and didn't need a 3-way,
He's got 8 4-gauge wires running through conduit or PVC rather. Doesn't matter to me. Right? He wants to know what's the size that he needs. We kind of went off the squirrel trail here, but the question was answered about 20 minutes ago.
Positive, negative for the switch. Yeah, whatever, neutral, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Joshua solved it for Panther.
Okay, thank you, sir.
We've got multiple conversations going here.
We sure do. Your 3-way has this with the black screws. This one black. Because you don't need that.
Okay.
But if you do, you can still use this. All you have to do is just put your constant hot on the black. Or one of the wires. One wire here and one wire there. And nothing there because this switch looks like this inside. So this is your light and this is your hot. When you turn it off, it's simply off. Nothing's going to it. Nothing, see? And when you turn it on, your light turns on. So you can use a 3-way switch. You just don't put them both here. You put one on the black and one on any other color.
By the way,
That was part number.
I heard that Flava Flav was the one. Public Enemy just begun. I try to help you all I can, but I can't do nothing for you, man.
2 controllers, nice. So,
well, if you got 2 charge controllers, just make sure that you're running same
even
wattage each. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Could not agree with you more, actually.
Easy enough.
Hey, I think we're gonna get off.
Oh, I've been getting off this whole time. That's why you could only see one hand on screen.
Oh, very nice.
You're welcome. That's stamina, buddy.
I'm jealous.
You should be.
You're taking living life on the edge to a whole nother level, sir.
Well, you know, what's the worst that could happen? She pushes you over. That should only be for members. Yeah. I had my member.
All right. Jim said same.
I'm on camera, though. I did it on camera.
Nice. All right. Big thank you to Tools with Souls for helping everybody out, doing the calculations, and reading the chat for me. He's a real MVP. Hopefully this video helps somebody out. I will do my best to cut this thing down to a manageable long format video of like 10 minutes.
The EG4. I never really played Outback. For me, always worked.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I started combining them with Midnight, I got much better results because the Outback stuff just didn't keep up. Outback's probably the biggest name in off-grid, and Midnight is, as far as charging systems go, they are the best. Look at that ratty ass beard.
All right. Well, yeah. Appreciate it. We're out of here. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Don't forget, guys, for all you Makita guys out there, Belky.
There you go. It took 10 minutes to take the cover plate off. Yes, sir. Thank you. Take it easy.